joy and peace and abundance and blessings to you. Thank you for being here with me today. We're studying the lessons of A Course in Miracles, and today is lesson 253. Myself is ruler of the universe. And this is a big lesson for me. I have an interesting story to tell you about my Course in Miracles book because I've been reading from the Ken Wapnick manuals, Journey Through the Course manuals, and I'll tell you why in a minute. But yeah, this one feels like this is a big leap forward in your forgiveness practice. So take this all in, get yourself nice and relaxed, get your mind open, maybe put your hand on your heart and the other hand on your belly, feel yourself breathing, like really tune in. This is an amazing lesson. Myself is the ruler of the universe. It is impossible that anything should come to me unbidden of myself. Even in this world, it is I who rule my destiny. What happens is what I desire. What does not occur is what I do not want to happen. This I must accept. For thus am I led past this world to my creations, children of my will, in heaven where my holy self abides with them and him who has created me. You are the self whom you created, Son, creating like yourself and one with you. Myself, which rules the universe, is but your will in perfect union with my own, which can but offer glad assent to yours, that it may be extended to itself. And in that prayer for this lesson, if you reread that italicized paragraph there, it says everything. So in spirituality, whatever path or journey you're on, there's this idea of the God within. And what this paragraph is, well, this whole lesson, but especially this paragraph, is saying that God, this energy of God, the omnipotent, eternal being, whatever it looks like or whatever it is, right? God created Son, which is all of us human beings, illusory dream world or not, creating like yourself and one with you. So this is telling us we are all like God and one with God. So maybe that's like not as big of a deal to you as it is to me, but it feels so huge because now here's the interesting thing. About a month ago, sometimes I hold up this book because it's like the familiar blue book to me. I've traveled with this thing everywhere. Well, a couple months ago, it split apart, and no coincidences, you guys. So where it split is at this lesson 253. So this is what I'm left with. So this is the whole course, which I am in love with, and I will continue reading until the day I die. But for some reason, today's lesson 253 is the part that fell apart. So what I have here, this is the Foundation for Inner Peace version, is lesson 253 on the Manual for Teachers and the Psychotherapy Purpose, Process, and Practice. So that's what I'm left with. And what's coming to me, first of all, with just really bringing this lesson in and having absolutely no judgment with what came through in my meditation, this idea that I am God, the God within, well, whatever's without, I'm that too. And so with that, this is where it gets a little triggering because it came out of my mind and I thought I'll just let it come out of my mouth too, is that everything that is created, my mind was part of that creation. And so when I think about even the Course in Miracles, the entire history of this planet and all star systems and all planets that we think we know about, my ego made sure that awareness of that history that I could go research and dig myself down into 50 million rabbit holes was available for me to prove to me that this place is real, to put me in a smaller context than the great that I am. Even in the good ways, like we look to Jesus. Jesus is our brother. I got David Hoffmeister's book here, Jesus, the Gospel of Love. I mean, obviously, and I'm living in a house that's like used to be part of the Amrit Yoga Institute grounds, and there's this beautiful picture of Saraswati that I see every day, and I always dance with her. I love her. But I believe now that I created all of this so that for two reasons, really. So that my ego could say, look how small you are compared to Jesus, Buddha, Shiva Shakti, all these beings, all these ascended masters, and even the guru from the Amrit Yoga Institute, this almost 93-year-old man. I'm smaller than him. You know, the ego wants me to believe that there's all this history and all these lineages and the Bible's versions and all this stuff. It's like so complex that I have nothing to do with that. I could have never created that. And nature, the beauty and the sacred geometry and the way that everything is, I couldn't possibly have created that. I'm just subordinate to it. I'm just here having my little pious experience, just praying and, you know, keeping myself small. Well, I think what this lesson is telling us is start experimenting with the idea that there is nothing else, no history, no future, nothing else. There's only now. I created it with God because my mind is connected to God, and all I have to do is remind myself every single time conditioning and programming arises and I try to conform and contort myself into some compliant being, that I have to remind myself, oh, I'm God. I don't have to do that. All that is optional. Will it make me comfortable to make this video today wearing clothing? Okay, I'll do it, right? Will it make me comfortable as someone who's driving out on the highway with police around to make sure that my license plate has a proper, you know, date of registration or whatever? Okay, I'll do that. But I know that it's not in truth. Like so many things that we do routinely on a regular basis are not truth. We're just conforming and complying. But remember who you are while you're doing these things. I think that's what this lesson is telling me. Like, obviously, I'm not going to go out and start preaching like, I just figured out today I'm God, you know, because my book ripped on this day. And, you know, like I don't need to prove anything, but I also don't need to, you know, have any validation come back at me. It's just, these are things that are percolating through my awareness and I'm saying it and letting it go, but I'm just offering it to you because this is really a chance to find out why your ego has been keeping you small. When you say things like, I am God, not just God within and all this meditation stuff, like I am God, I created this whole freaking thing, and see what comes up. Even if you don't believe it, probably most of you won't, but what's going to come up? What's the argument that the ego has for you really stepping into this idea? I mean, myself is ruler of the universe. It doesn't get much more clear than that. How bright and how big and how vast and how never and how always we actually are. So that's my download. Hope you enjoy that. Maybe you'll come back again tomorrow. I don't know, but this has been great for me. I'm loving the lessons. I'm loving the places it's taking me to in my mind. And it's helping me so much as I encounter people and situations and other things, just remembering, like, it's very possible that this whole entire thing is an illusion. And all I have to do is be love in the moment, not have an agenda, not attempt to manipulate and control. Allow, stop resisting, stop thinking that I have to be such a key player in anything. Just be an observer sometimes when you would normally speak up. I mean, it's just so many things you can do with your imagination if you believe that you are the ruler of the universe. So have a great day with that one. I honor all of you. I respect you. And just let's see what you do with this lesson today. And I'll see you back here again on the next video.